We continue now to follow developing news out of Wilbraham. Multiple electric school buses catching fire early this morning, forcing at least 2 school districts to be delayed and firefighters to work in those frigid temperatures. Western Mass News reporter Matt Price is live for us tonight in studio with more details. Matt, what do we know?
Well, Chris, this was quite the scene early this morning as frigid temperatures complicated firefighting efforts. We want to show you what the scene looked like when our Western Mass News crew arrived around 2:30 this morning. This is at the Wilbraham Bus Garage at 2045 Boston Road. Just take a look at that. Thick gray smoke coming out of that lot, which is filled with school buses owned and operated by the Lower Pioneer Valley Educational Collaborative. According to Hampden-Wilbraham Regional School District Superintendent John Provost, the buses on fire were at least 4 new electric buses that were not yet in service. Wilbraham Fire responded to the scene immediately and received mutual aid from Ludlow, East Longmeadow, and Palmer. Of course, this was a long morning for fire crews during frigid weather conditions. In fact, Wilbraham Fire says they had help from the Commonwealth due to the brutal cold, saying the Department of Fire Services deployed a rehab unit to support firefighter health and safety in temperatures around 0 degrees. Officials say it took 45 minutes to get flames under control, and they were on scene putting out hot spots for more than 2 hours. This also forced 2 school districts, Hampden-Wilbraham Regional School District and Ludlow Public Schools, to have 2-hour delays. As of right now, we have not gotten word of any injuries, which is a good sign. As for the cause and origin of the fire, that remains under investigation, and the fire department tells me the state fire marshal's office are the ones looking into that. Right now, the fire department says the fire does not appear to be suspicious. We also stopped by Lower Pioneer Valley Educational Collaborative, but they were unavailable for an interview and didn't have a statement for us. If that changes, we will certainly bring it to you. Reporting live in the studio, Matt Price, Western Mass News.